Welcome back to Mind Games. Did you know that certain animals have rectangular pupils, or that one specific creature shares nearly identical fingerprints with humans? Prepare to be amazed. Make sure to subscribe to Mind Games for more mind-blowing challenges, and let's dive straight into today's video. Which social insect has a soft, pale body without a constricted waist and feeds on cellulose? They are closely related to cockroaches rather than hymenopterans. Termite. Ants have a distinct narrow waist between thorax and abdomen. Which rodent helps forests grow by forgetting where it buried seeds? Their ankle joints rotate 180 degrees for climbing. Squirrel? This behavior plants new oak trees. Which insect can't sting multiple times because its stinger has barbs? Honeybee stingers are barbed and tear away, killing the bee. Which fish migrates from the ocean back up rivers to spawn? Comment below. I will pin the first correct answer. Which rodent requires daily vitamin C because its body cannot make it? Also known as cavies from the Andes. Answer B, guinea pig. Which canine relies on facial expressions and howling to manage its pack? Led by a strict alpha breeding pair. Wolf, their howls travel for several miles. Which primate lives in communities and uses sticks to fish for termites? Chimpanzee. Their groups change sizes constantly. Which farm animal has rectangular pupils providing a 320-degree view? Famous for balancing on steep mountain slopes. Goat! Their unique eyes help spot predators. Which hard-working domestic animal is a sterile hybrid of a jack and mare, famous for having greater endurance than horses? Mule. They have an odd number of chromosomes. Which marsupial has fingerprints almost identical to human ones? It spends its life sleeping in eucalyptus trees. Answer A, koala. Which domestic bird establishes a strict pecking order for food? Chicken. Their eyes can see ultraviolet light. Which insectivore rolls into a tight ball using thousands of blunt spines? They forage in garden hedges at night. Hedgehog. Their quills do not detach easily. Which marine mammal lacks external ear flaps and scoots on its belly? Streamlined divers that use hind flippers to swim. Seal. Thick blubber keeps them warm. Which big cat drags heavy prey high into tree branches to hide it? Its rosette patterns have no central spots. Leopard. They are solitary ambush hunters. Which predatory insect has a triangular head that rotates 180 degrees and raptorial front legs? They are the only known insects that can look over their shoulders. Praying mantis. Which insect produces sound by rubbing its forewings together rather than its legs? They have exceptionally long antennae and are active at night. Cricket! Grasshoppers rub their long hind legs against their wings. Which heavier corvid with a wedge-shaped tail is famous for its massive bill and throat hackles? Raven! Both birds are geniuses, but ravens are much larger and have wedge-shaped tails. Which primate group includes species with prehensile tails used as a limb? Monkey. Most species live in groups called troops. Which mammal lacks teeth and uses a long, sticky tongue to eat insects? It has powerful front claws to tear open mounds. Answer B, anteater. Which beetle utilizes a highly efficient chemical reaction in its abdomen to emit cold light? Answer B, firefly. Which reptile thrives in estuaries and tolerates saltwater best? Look for the V-shaped snout. Crocodile. They have specialized salt glands on their tongues. Which waterfowl species flies in a V formation to reduce wind drag? Highly territorial birds that hiss at intruders. Answer B, goose. Which nocturnal mammal has a black eye mask and washes its food? Highly adaptable with very sensitive front paws. Raccoon. Wetting their paws increases sensitivity. Which fast-flying insect keeps its wings spread flat and open when at rest? Dragonfly. Damselflies fold their wings back along their body. Which South American camelid is bred primarily for its soft fleece? It has short, spear-shaped ears and a fluffy face. Alpaca! Their fiber comes in 20 natural shades. Which bird of prey builds massive platform nests reused for years? Eagle. Their grip is stronger than a human hand. Which apex predator travels in family pods and uses cultural hunting methods? Answer B, killer whale. Which mammal is the tallest forest ruminant with webbed winter hooves? Mature males grow flattened palmate antlers. Moose. They swim to find aquatic plants. Which fossorial carnivore lives in deep underground networks called sets? Striking black and white facial stripes with heavy claws. Badger. Which medium-sized wetland rodent builds conical lodges out of cattails instead of heavy logs? Its tail is vertically flattened, acting as a rudder while swimming. Muskrat. Beavers build with heavy wood logs, while these rodents use marsh plants. Which insect spends 13 or 17 years underground as nymphs before emerging simultaneously? Males use specialized abdominal structures called tymbals to sing. Cicada. Which arthropod has a cylindrical body, feeds on decaying organic matter, and has 2 pairs of legs per body segment? When threatened, they roll tightly into a spiral and emit a foul fluid. Millipede. Which carnivore family uses rapid reflexes to neutralize venomous snakes? Answer B, mongoose. Which big cat features non-retractable claws for high-speed traction, built with a flexible spine and a rudder-like tail? Cheetah. They run down prey on open plains. Which canine expanded its range despite intensive eradication efforts? Coyote. They adjust litter sizes based on food. Which coastal bird features a large throat pouch to scoop up fish? Pelican. They drain the water before swallowing. Which lizard has mobile eyes that provide a 360-degree arc of vision? Chameleon. Their eyes focus on two things at once. Which unique marsupial stays hydrated solely from eating leaves? Its young spend 6 months inside a pouch. Koala. They rest up to 20 hours a day. Which spiny mammal develops a temporary belly pouch to protect its egg? Also known as the spiny anteater of Australia. Echidna. They use a long snout to find termites. Which mammal lives in clans where lowest females outrank highest males? Hyena. Their social structures resemble baboons. Which ancient arachnid has grasping pedipalps and a curved stinger tail? Scorpion. Which snake is the longest venomous species and guards its egg nest? King cobra. They eat other snake species. Which cartilaginous fish has a venomous serrated barb on its tail? They use electroreceptors to find prey in the sand. Stingray, their mouth is on the bottom side. Which reptile relies on skin layers called iridophores to alter its color? Chameleon. Color changes are driven by emotions. Which slow fish lacks pelvic fins and contains lethal tetrodotoxin? It inflates into a ball by swallowing water. Pufferfish. Symbiotic bacteria produce their toxin. Did these animal facts stump you? Tell me your score below. Thank you for watching. Hit follow for more adventures.